Hi dear students, now today we're going to talk about the nitrogen cycle. As we know, nitrogen can occur in different forms within the biogeochemical cycles. The completely reduced form, as we see here in the case of ammonium, NHO plus is being present, and at this you can find various other forms such as the organic nitrogen, which has been with having a charge of about -3. You have the oxidized forms such as nitrogen gas, then nitrous oxide, which is N2O. You can have nitrite, and you can also have nitrate. So the thing which when we notice in all these nitrogen forms is that the stage of the nitrogen can be sometimes be found to be different. Some of them will be serve as electron donors, and some of them will be what serving as electron acceptors. So since nitrogen has got different forms, it will either go oxidation or reduction and resulting in the formation of various compounds, various chemicals which can be utilized by different stages in the biogeochemical cycles. Now today we're going to explore, as I mentioned previously, all the biogeochemical cycles which we mentioned here mainly explores the role of microorganisms in the biogeochemical cycles. And in this session, we will be trying to analyze what are the roles of various bacteria or microorganisms in the conversion of nitrogen to either ammonium or or to other forms such as nitrous oxide, nitrite, as well as nitrate. What do the bacteria do to convert them nitrogen into various forms? That's what we are analyzing in the nitrogen cycle. If you go to look and overall on the nitrogen cycle, you know that nitrogen has been present in the atmosphere. That is the one which has been present over here. And this nitrogen can be utilized by various bacteria such as free-living Acetobacter, as well as which has been found to be what? Aerobic form, and anaerobic form, free-living forms such as Clostridium are also being present over here. So the free-living Acetobacter and Clostridium can use nitrogen as a sole nitrogen source, and they can fix it and result in the formation of ammonia or NH3. At the same time, you can see that various symbiotic bacteria such as Rhizobium can carry out the same process of nitrogen fixation and result in the formation of ammonia. So the reduction of nitrogen to ammonia is resulting in the utilization of the nitrogen which has been present in the atmosphere. And this process of nitrogen fixation can be done by free-living forms such as Acetobacter and Clostridium, as well as symbiotic forms like Rhizobium. And you know, Rhizobium is present in the leguminous plants, and you also have various other symbiotic nitrogen fixers, and we will be dealing about them in detail in the coming sessions, which is destined for them itself. And once this ammonia is being formed, what happens? This ammonia is being utilized by, so where does this happen? Now if it happens in a plant, the plant is getting ammonia. Okay, and if it is happening in the soil, the ammonia is available in the soil. So depending on, and if it is happening in a woody plant where a symbiotic microbe nitrogen fixer is being present, the ammonia is being available in the woody plant. So based upon where the nitrogen fixation is being carried out, ammonia gets accumulated in that particular plant. Okay, if it's in the soil, it's in the soil. If it's in the leguminous plant, it's in the leguminous plant. Or if it's in a woody plant, the ammonia accumulates in the woody plant. And of course, when we consume plants, what happens? The organic, they will use this. Okay, we will use ammonia. We are not using ammonia acid directly, but what happens? The plants will take this ammonia and synthesize various organic nitrogen compounds like amino acids and nucleic acids will also be synthesized here. So the ammonia based components which are being synthesized by this bacteria are further converted into organic nitrogen like amino acids and nucleic acids. Now, we also do have the nucleic acid synthetic mechanism as well as the amino acid synthetic mechanism is also being present in all the living forms. So, the conversion of nitrogen to ammonia happens by a process of nitrogen fixation, and after that this ammonia is converted into organic nitrogen. That is, examples of that are amino acids as well as nucleic acids. And when this compounds or these organisms which are having organic nitrogen are being dead, what happens? They will be decayed or they will be mineralized further on to form ammonium. And ammonium can be converted by a two-step process back into nitrogen. Okay, see, you can form, first it can come, this ammonium can be converted into NO2 minus, that is nitrite, and then after that NO2 minus can be converted into NO3 minus, that is nitrate, and then this process of this nitrate can be further converted into nitrogen by a process called dissimilatory nitrate reduction. And if you go to look ammonium to nitrite, it is a single process here. It is during the first step, what happens? Ammonium serves as an electron donor by the process of chemolithotropy, and what happens? It is converted into NO2 minus. And bacteria such as Nitrosomonas as well as Nitrosococcus will act over here and convert it into NO2 minus or nitrite. This is the first step of nitrification. And after that, this nitrite can be converted into nitrate. And during this step, what happens? The nitrite is serving as again as an electron donor, and various other bacteria such as Nitrobacter and Nitrococcus will convert it into nitrate. And once nitrate is being utilized in the soil, what happens? These nitrates are again broken down. Okay, here nitrate will serve as a terminal electron acceptor during anaerobic respiration, and what happens? Gases such as nitrogen and N2O or nitrous oxides are being produced and they are released into the atmosphere. And this process, when nitrogen and nitrous oxide is being produced, that process is referred to as the denitrification. So we have some bacteria which act over here also, and at the same time the nitrate which has been present over here can be further assimilated into the plant, okay, or into certain organisms by assimilatory nitrate reduction, and organic nitrogen can also be formed. So during the process of nitrogen cycle, you can see that what happens? Nitrogen is converted into ammonia by the process of nitrogen fixation, and that nitrogen fixed ammonia is converted into organic nitrogen, which decays further, resulting in the formation of ammonium ions here. They can be, by the process of nitrification, they can be converted into nitrate, and the nitrate can be further dissimilated, resulting in the formation of nitrogen, as well as nitrous oxide can be is being formed by the process of denitrification. And you can see that some of the nitrate can be utilized and it can be assimilated to form organic nitrogen also. We can see that the process of denitrification is being carried out by various types of organisms, and this step, that is the denitrification process, can be carried out usually by different microbes, but Pseudomonas denitrificans has been found to be the most predominant member among them. And in addition to this, one thing which we have not mentioned here in this picture is the Anammox reaction. In the Anammox reaction, what happens? Sometimes some planktomycetes, okay, some bacteria like that, what do? Is they can combine ammonium ion with nitrite, and they will together combine and result in the formation of nitrogen. This is referred to as a anamorph reaction. And here what happens, ammonium will serve as the electron donor and nitrite will serve as the electron acceptor, and as a result nitrogen is being formed. So at a whole, the different forms of nitrogen transferation is or the transferring of nitrogen into one form to the other is being happening by the mediation of various microbes which take part in the plant as well as in the soil interactions. So with this we come to an end of the microbial role in the nitrogen cycle, and hope so that is clear to you. And also we can see there are also this has been found to be very complex. Sometimes also you can find nitrate is directly converted to ammonia, such by desulfovibrio. Like that, variety of microbes will act in the nitrogen cycle. So thank you for now.